Coach Stephanie White of the Indiana Fever goes on the Good Follow podcast and talks about Caitlin Clark's development, her techs for next season, at least like what she wants them to be, and a lot more of the Indiana Fever.
The Indiana Fever's head coach, Stephanie White, has something special in the works for next season, and Caitlin Clark is at the center of it. White isn't just tweaking Clark's play, she's completely reworking it from the ground up. Think of it like a master architect designing a blueprint for greatness.
We have an exclusive sit-down interview with the new head coach of the Indiana Fever. She was the 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year, an NCAA champion, a baller herself, a WNBA champion, and my former broadcasting teammate. What's up, Stephanie White?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. It's so great to have you on the show, Steph.
While some players are more focused on posting choreographed workouts for likes,
Stephanie White, the 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year and NCAA champion, is laser-focused on turning Clark into a force no one can predict or stop. It's all about elevating Caitlin's game to the next level. No flashy workouts or Instagram stunts here, just raw, fundamental skill development. White's strategy is simple but powerful, making Clark unscoutable. And she's already started fine-tuning those few predictable habits in Caitlin's game that defenders had learned to anticipate.
So, in watching Stephanie White talk about Caitlin Clark's development, it was very fascinating to get her take on it as an actual coach.
Caitlin's key moves, the right-hand drives and lefty step-back threes, had become signature plays. But in the WNBA, elite defenders are quick to adapt. So, Coach White has been busy reworking her footwork and adjusting her finishing touches at the rim. They're reshaping Clark's offensive arsenal to ensure she's impossible to predict.
I think from just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify, her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable, to be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation.
This isn't just theory, this player development plan is already showing results. Caitlin Clark isn't just evolving, she's leveling up. Her strength and physique have drastically changed, something fans noticed after a viral photo showed her looking more jacked than ever. Coach White confirmed, "No AI trickery here, it's all real, the result of hours of hard work in the gym."
Some strength and muscle. She had that viral picture.
Yeah, you saw that, yeah.
Clark's transformation is about more than just aesthetics, it's about preparing for the physicality of the WNBA, a league where size and strength matter. Defenders can no longer bump her off balance or disrupt her drives. Clark is coming back stronger, faster, and more prepared to dominate than ever before.
I asked her if it was Photoshop.
She said it was AI.
Strength is key, but White is also focused on Clark's movement, both on offense and defense. It's about keeping a low center of gravity, improving lateral movement, and being more versatile defensively. The goal is simple: get Clark to the middle of the pack defensively so she's no longer a liability.
What aspects of her game would you like to work with her on for this season?
Yeah, certainly getting stronger was one. The level of physicality in the W is totally different. That's the way that teams have to try to keep her off balance.
But here's the twist: Clark isn't just buying into the plan, she's thriving. White says Clark picked up foundational drills so quickly that it impressed the entire coaching staff. By day 2, she was already adjusting like a seasoned vet. White even compared her to none other than Kobe Bryant in terms of focus and intensity.
Keeping a low center of gravity. There are times where she plays a little bit upright, making sure core strength and her ability to move with time under tension and stay in a low center of gravity is important. Lateral movement, like one of the challenges that we're coming to her with right away is on the defensive end of the floor. Use your size, use your length. You've got to that's got to be a priority, right? That's got to be a priority to play both ends, because we don't have to go from 11 or 12 to 1 or 2, but we got to get to middle of the pack.
That viral photo isn't just a flex, it's a sign of Clark's dedication to preparing for a grueling season. This isn't about attention or likes, it's about becoming stronger to survive and thrive in the toughest league in the world.
I think from just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify, her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable.
While Caitlin Clark grinds behind the scenes, another player, Angel Reese, has been taking a different approach. Reese's off-season highlights on social media have been more about flash than substance. Her posts show polished, heavily edited workout clips, designed more for the timeline than real player development.
Angel Reese, back in the gym, working on her pull-up, bang. Working on her midi, working on her mid-range game, 15 to 17 feet out, being able to create some space for herself. Yes, this looks embarrassingly slow. No, it is not in slow motion. This is just what we have to work with right now.
Meanwhile, Clark is in the gym, quietly perfecting her craft with Coach White. Her grind is all about what happens when the lights are off and the cameras are gone, working on her game with precision and purpose.
9, let's get it! Knockdown! Bang! Man, we got a fire on the poop deck. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! 4! Bang! Mayday! Mayday! Clear the runway! Brace for impact! AR-5 coming in heavy! Bang! Look alive, sunshine. Long 2, will it go through? Haha, no chance. Bang. Is it me, or is there only 2 rows behind the bench and they're like half full? I get better attendance on Monday nights in my men's league. Come on, man! Bang!
Clark's training isn't just about adding strength or a few new moves. It's about becoming unpredictable. She's becoming a master of deception, where one moment she'll drive left, the next she's hitting a floater, and the next she's dishing out no-look assists.
We got some footage from in the lab. That's right. She's in the damn gym. I'm just going to keep it real. I guess hell has frozen over, but she is in the gym practicing shots. And as you can imagine, there's real reaction to this.
By the end of her rookie season, Clark had become so predictable that defenders were starting to catch on. They were able to counter her right-hand drives and left step-back jumpers, and it started to limit her production. But White's solution? Rewriting the script entirely.
She's back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball, and it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympic break.
White has gone all in on developing Clark's left hand, ensuring she can finish at the rim with control and poise no matter which side she attacks. It's a small shift, but in the WNBA, it could be the difference between being predictable and unguardable.
To hear, because everybody knows the thing with Caitlin that made her so good was that everyone knows what she's doing and they can't stop it. If she's going left, she wants to shoot the step back. If she goes right, she wants to go to the basket. And yes, there are times that she can like kind of fade away a bit over the right shoulder, or she can make a kind of move going right and slow down, speed up. Like, she's very, very good, quick first step, and runs so well in transition.
One of the most exciting additions to Clark's arsenal is the Euro step. Picture this, Clark charging down the lane with all that newfound muscle, the defender braces for contact, but Clark simply glides past them with a smooth, fluid Euro step. It's a move that'll leave defenders in the dust and make her even harder to guard.
Cheat code.
Doing a Euro, which at that point, it had hit me that I have never thought about Caitlin Clark doing a Euro. But you know what? I have to call this out.
With White guiding Clark's evolution, she's not just refining her skills. Clark is becoming a 3-level scorer, a positionless offensive engine who can do it all: score, create plays, and facilitate like the best in the game. And when a player like Clark develops this kind of versatility, it's bound to change the entire league.
This is like the cream of the crop. They are going to catch on to the idea that she doesn't like to drive left. She always wants to drive right because she's right-hand dominated. And when she does her step backs, she likes to step back and go left. So I did see in some of her workout videos the practicing of her developing a left hand. I saw her stepping right. So these are all great things to be developing for an already elite player.
Clark is in the gym, working tirelessly on her game, and there's real footage to prove it. While other players might be focused on posting glamorized workout clips, Caitlin Clark is locked in, pushing herself to be the best, and with Coach White steering the ship, the Indiana Fever could have the most dangerous duo in the WNBA.
To be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation, going right and left, to be able to have different types of finishing looks, whether it's, crossbody finishes, whether it's floaters at the rim, whether it's quick floaters, long floaters, Euros. You can't quite be as fundamentally predictable with as much athleticism, speed, quickness, and as much as the game plan is going to be geared toward her.
Coach White isn't just stopping with physical transformation. She's also fine-tuning Clark's approach on the court. It's all about making her unpredictable, rewriting her playbook so that defenders will never know what's coming next. And with that, Caitlin Clark is poised to dominate the league like never before.